Testing.
Okay.
I can't even hear myself in
Hello.
your stream.
I can hear. Okay, there we go. Wait, let me
Oh, I should probably check.
increase the volume of you guys as well.
Did I link the right?
They'll find their way in there.
Yo, does it look awkward with the middle space where Preston should be?
Yeah, just a little bit. There's a missing guy here. Preston's a little sick, so I hope he gets better. He's unfortunately will not be able to make it this stream, guys. It's actually heartbreaking. Wilted Rose.
Hey, first it was Cat, now it's him. They're
Yeah, the
taking one of
ghost.
us each stream.
Oh,
Actually,
dang.
the ghost of the renegade got him, bro. The lost renegade. Careful, guys.
Lost
It's
renegade.
real. It's real. But anyways, he
There's a
he
ad.
said too much vent. But welcome to our second episode of RNG Patch Notes. We are sponsored by our beautiful sponsors, Central Computers and Bisec Hosting. I love Bisec Hosting and I love Central Computers. Don't we all?
Yes.
Indeed. But we were planning to make this a normal episode, but this episode landed on October 30th, and it's a day before Halloween. So, rolling with our previous spooky, scary first episode, we're gonna continue doing that, and I have a scary little unsolved mystery for you guys. So you guys can theorize while I'm telling this tale, and I'll give opportunities for you guys to theorize, and I think we are doing polls this time as well. If you guys also want to do polls,
Yep.
what do you guys think as well? We interact with chat, so yeah. I think
Let's get started.
I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm born ready. I think this story scared the shit out of me because I didn't want to write it at nighttime. So I did it all this morning, in not my house. I gotta not.
Guys, we don't have our lights on right now.
Yeah, I don't have my lights on. Dude. Not gonna lie, last time I had my curtains and my window open a little bit, and I got scared and I had to close them, bro. No lie. But I think everyone is present and ready, and I'm ready to tell this scary tale. First off, before we start, do you guys believe in anything paranormal, ghosts, demons, or anything like that? Spooky, scary things that are unexplained. You guys believe anything of that sort?
Are you asking us or?
Yeah, I'm asking everybody.
I do. I respect it mostly.
You respect it?
I think it's real, and I respect it, and I stay away until tonight.
It's more for me, if it were to happen, I wouldn't be so surprised. Or if someone was like, "Oh my god, ghosts are real," I just wouldn't be surprised.
That's fairsies. I agree with the respecting thing. I wouldn't tempt some demon because I'm thinking it's not real. You know what I mean? Let me. Apparently, if you say this phrase 3 times in the mirror, you'll die. And I'm like, okay, maybe I don't try this out.
Oh man, I'm the opposite.
Yeah, let me try it out. If I die, I die. But anyways, this story is a unsolved mystery, and it's kind of it is a case. It is a case. There's some legal things going on as well, but it is well, anyways, I'll describe the setting a little bit. It's the year 1968, so we're a little back. It was a little older than our previous one. In I'm gonna butcher the name out of this German town, but I'll try my best. Leibifing, Bavaria, Germany. I'm just gonna copy and paste it into chat, man. That's the name of the town we're talking about today.
Okay.
So it's a small town. Let me have an image out. There's the small town. There it is. It is a small town that is close knit, but it is built in Catholic tradition. And basically, we're going to talk about demons today. Demons and demonic possession. That's the that is the whole spiel of today. So we're gonna talk about a specific
Oh
incident
man.
that happened in this town about a certain girl. And our story begins with a young girl who is the focus of our story, named Anneliese Michel, who was just 16 at the time, who lived in her family home. Let me show the family home. That one. Who lived in a family home with her parents and three other siblings. She was raised Catholic. This will be very important later. And she was described to be a bright and likable girl. But we aren't here to talk about how fun and dandy their life was, because some crazy things do happen. Uh, and I do have a picture of her. That is Anneliese Michel when she was 16, I'm pretty sure, at the time of that photo. So, we're going to get started. So, basically, they were pretty much living their life pretty much normally up until the point of 16, until one night in September of 1968, when Anneliese, who was just 16 years old, she experienced one of the many episodes of her losing consciousness. And later that night, she described it as if she felt something was, quote, pressing down on her chest, and something was pinning her down to her bed. Well, after
Whoa.
that weird episode, nothing happened for like a while. So her family thought, hey, maybe this was just like a one-off thing, that my child is just describing some weird event that just happened. However, 11 months later, after the first episode, in August of 1969, a similar event also occurred, and this time her mother decided to maybe check check her out, get her to a doctor. Maybe she has some mental problem going on.
Hmm.
And they decided to take her to their family doctor named Dr. Vogt, Vogt. There are a lot of German names. Um, and a I am terrible, neurologist, Dr. Luthi, who then examined her and even ran an EEG, which was a brain scan, but they found literally nothing wrong. And then, so both of the doctors hypothesized that this could maybe be a form of a seizure. So we're gonna skip around a bit. Nothing too crazy happens in the beginning. So around 3 years later, and Anneliese would have two more similar episodes. One in 1970, in which the doctors prescribed her a anticonvulsant medication to basically um, stop her from convulsing and like having seizures and stuff like that. And another in 1972, in which she is prescribed Dilantin. Dilantin, it's also another medicine, which is anti-seizure. And both of these occasions, an EEG would come back as normal, so another brain scan. So they were really closely monitoring her, and they found some minor irregular patterns, but nothing that would definitively explain her system or her symptoms. So far, we have a young girl, and she's having these episodes at night, pretty much. And no matter what they did to like bring her to a doctor, they cannot find anything. So they just prescribed her on drugs because they hypothesized that maybe she's having a seizure and maybe these drugs will help her. But so far, nothing's coming up in these brain scans, and the symptoms are seemingly not like getting better, pretty much. So, what do you guys think? Like so far right now, like do you right now, do you think she's having some like mental problem? Do you think the doctors maybe misdiagnosed her, or maybe they missed something? Because right now the medicine that she's getting is not helping her at all.
Oh, I don't know. That's like what, 2 to 3 medications you named too?
Yes.
And she's still having the
She's
seizures?
still having them.
Yeah, that's crazy. Um, no,
Poor girl's
I
getting
think at this,
drugged up.
yeah, bro, and probably not fixing anything at all. I mean, I'm assuming she's pretty weak because of all these episodes she's having,
Hmm.
and whatever is going on, she probably doesn't understand it herself.
Yeah,
Like,
these are
imagine
like.
you just wake up randomly, like in separation between like months separated, just episodes randomly. That's and then your parents just think you're crazy. And
Hmm.
she probably thinks she is as well.
Hmm. Yeah, she's getting diagnosed with drugs I've never heard of in my life, pretty much, and it just
Yeah, and
nothing.
it's
Nothing.
crazy they're prescribing them,
Hmm.
even though they see nothing's like they don't see anything wrong.
Hmm. Yeah, her brain scans would like literally come back as like literally nothing wrong with her, like mentally. So
Yeah.
it could be like the doctors maybe hypothesized wrong that she was having seizures, so they were just giving her drugs to maybe hoping to fix it, but
Could be
still,
making it worse.
yeah. But like,
Just drink water.
yeah, Shrimp said just drink
That's the
water.
answer.
Yeah, water will also water helps you out, guys. Drink water if you're ever feeling like this, you know. But yeah, but so far, like, this is like totally plausible that she's maybe having a seizure or like having mental problems and she needs like medical attention. However, the next few events are what's it called? A little more hard to explain. A little creepy in my opinion. But so the medicine didn't work. So in the following spring of 1973, Anneliese began to hear knocking sounds in her bedroom. But these sounds her sisters would also hear as well. But also Anneliese also reported a voice damning her to hell. So,
Dang.
yeah.
Wow.
And this is like a very Catholic religious family. So these are like not nothing or it's these words were taken quite what's it called? Seriously. They so her mother, who is further rattled after seeing Anneliese ferociously staring at the statue of the Virgin Mary with quote eyes turned black, jet black, and her hands seemed to turn into thick paws with claws. So weird things are happening. Um, yeah. So so this basically Catholic family is basically saying that there's something demonic going on with their child. And I think the weirdest part that happened here was that these knocking sounds in the bedroom were also heard by her sisters who also her sisters who what's it called were perfectly normal and we're having like we're not like
Yeah, we're not having
diagnosed with
this
anything
episodes.
or episodes like that.
Yeah.
Hey.
And her mother as well with
No.
the quote eyes turned black jet black and her hands seemed to turn thick paws with claws, which is a little creepy in my a little creepy. So yeah, um, but nothing really happened after this until in further in the year. A regular visit with her neurologist, Dr. Luthi, Anneliese described visions of demon faces that were tormenting her and stated, quote, the devil was inside her. She also reported
Ooh.
smelling something that had the aroma of burnt feces, a stench that many around her also reported smelling at later times. After this, Dr. Luthi, according to Mrs. Michel, her mom, advised them to consult a Jesuit, which is a pretty much a religious official in the Catholic Church. But at a later date, Dr. Luthi would deny ever telling them to consult this religious official, which we will get to later. So the family then searched for a priest, which ended up leading them to a priest named Father Alt, A-L-T, Father Alt, which later in November the same year, Anneliese met with a psychiatrist who diagnosed her as neurotic with possible epilepsy, and then another neurologist finds epileptic patterns and took her off the previous drug she was getting from her previous doctors and put her on a stronger drug named Tegretol. So, um, a questionable thing, the Dr. Luthi guy apparently said he didn't ask them to consult a religious official. And at this point, do you think she has these underlying mental problems, or is actually might be some demonic possession going on right here?
Honestly, just from the mom saying what she saw with the eyes and the hands, yeah, no. Unless they're all crazy, there's something else going on.
It's spreading. Everyone's going crazy.
Yeah, do you think they all had like a mental disease that could be caught by being next to each other? They're just having visions.
It's airborne, man.
Yeah, I think I find the fact that like other people were like also witnessing these things made it more plausible.
Yeah.
Um, who knows? The mother's statement could have been like, you know, bluffed or exaggerated. Because like if you see your kid like staring at the Virgin Mary with eyes turned jet black, and like they're Loki turning into a demon, what would you do? You know?
Oh, like, oh, I'm sorry. Me comes first, you know?
Yeah, I'm out. I'm out. I'm out of the
Like,
house.
see you later.
But I also
Yeah, that's
find it.
crazy. The whole like nothing happened, so
Mhm.
they just like forgot about it. Like you're really just forgetting about your daughter, like like just changing in front of your eyes. I don't know.
Yeah, there's like really no kind of like follow up to that statement, or like there's actually like, I mean, it is just eyewitness, so it could be fake. She could be exaggerating, which is also a possibility. As
Probably.
more medical officials said that she was neurotic with possible epilepsy, meaning she had probably trouble sleeping and had epileptic seizures at night. Um, and then the other neurologist found that she had epileptic patterns and took her off the previous drugs and put her on a stronger one. Which, oh god, if the other drugs didn't work, let's give them stronger drugs. You know, maybe that'll
That's
help.
the way to
That
go, of
might be the way
course.
to do it.
That's how you solve everything.
Yeah.
I feel like I should bring up the smell of burning feces part.
Hmm.
That's kind of crazy. Especially if you know sulfur is similar to the smell of burning feces.
Yeah, and sulfur's like
And all we
dead
all know
bodies,
what sulfur's connected to demons.
demons, dead bodies,
It's demons.
stuff like that. How do you even know what the smell of burning feces smells like? You guys know?
Really? Time
Hmm.
to find out. That's
How
such a
how
crazy
how do we
statement. I
time to
regret
find
saying
out?
that. I regret saying that so much.
Sherm said I was about to ask. Yeah, like maybe it was a common thing in the 1970s that people knew what burning feces smelled like.
Probably. I mean, how bad was it back then? Do you have to like burn your own feces back then?
I
No
mean,
toilets, nothing. I don't know.
probably I would assume so, something like that. Yeah, weird things going on. I also find it like weirdly that the Dr. Luthi guy said that he did not ever tell them to consult a religious official, which is a lot of that it is a contradiction. There's going to be a lot more contradictions in this, and we'll have to like sift through them through the end. But that's one of the big ones.
Oh,
So,
like they search for help, like and well, because
Denied
I think that's
things.
normal. Because if they're if they're like a really religious family, I
hmm
think that's who they would lean on, especially with what the daughter was saying, how she
hmm
was hearing voices. Um,
hmm yeah. I mean, religious families would be like, oh, if my daughter said they're seeing the demon, I'm gonna get a priest, instead
yeah,
of
I think they would just start like nonstop praying.
yeah. But they did a lot of that. Yeah. Uh, but I think we can move on from this. So this is I guess a little crazy here. We're gonna skip around
Okay.
2 years later in July of 1975, and basically Anneliese's extremely odd behavior didn't get better with the stronger medicine. Shocker, but it worsened, and she barely slept, and she prayed fervently all night. She was seen eating spiders and flies, and even licked her own urine up on the floor.
Oh.
She destroyed rosaries, crucifixes, and holy pictures on the walls. And Anneliese also exhibited strength that was, quote, close to superhuman, and throwing her sister, quote, as if she were a rag doll. And
Dang.
yeah, and incredibly, was observed effortlessly squeezing an apple with one hand. Another quote, fragments exploded throughout the room. So after these really strange events that apparently Anneliese became a super soldier, another priest named Father Roderick, an expert on exorcisms, was convinced that Anneliese was possessed. And after a bunch of asking, because you can't just like do an exorcism just because you want to. You have to
Yeah, you
pretty
have
much
to ask. Yeah.
ask the higher ups, your boss, and their boss at this time was a bishop. And after a lot of asking, it was eventually proved that these exorcisms were to be you know were allowed. So it was carried out. These exorcisms were going to be carried out by another priest named Father Renz. Um, I'm pretty sure there's only 3 priests we have to worry about, which is Roderick, Alt, and Renz. These are the important ones. Then on September 24th of 1975, the first exorcism rite was performed. This exorcism and few other rites were allowed to be recorded, and 42 audios of these exorcisms were made in total. And I got some of the audios, so we're gonna be playing some of them.
Yo.
Yeah.
I have them
Hard
right
to
here.
line.
Just be warned, these are pretty disturbing. So I low-key got scared finding these, and they're also in German. So I'll play with translations. Thank you BuzzFeed for having them translated. But yeah, so we're gonna be playing these exorcism audios.
I'm scared, bro.
Yeah, let me just maybe it's better not to translate. I think you should translate because it low-key gets creepy as fuck. What's this? Okay, I'm gonna pause. Okay.
I turn around and see everything floating behind me.
Yeah. Let me turn up the audio just a little bit. I think it's okay. Do you guys see it? It should be on my stream.
I see it up.
Okay. Let me know if you hear it. It should be able to play as well. Let me turn it up just a bit. But yeah, here were some of the audios that were recorded for these exorcisms, and I'll allow them to play.
Whoa.
Oh hell no.
We got some problem. Chat can't hear.
Apparently they can't hear. Let me see. Don't worry, bro. I'll fix it, bro. Could you guys hear? Oh, I got it.
On our side, yeah.
Wait, I got it. Okay, we're starting again.
Technical difficulty.
Yeah, they're gonna hear it again.
God,
They should now be able to hear.
That.
Wait, I don't know if mine's delayed, but I can't hear it.
Chat, can you hear?
I hear it.
Very
Oh,
good.
it's creepy.
Yeah, so that was some of the audio they were able to record on these exorcisms. Yeah, creepy as shit. That was not a fun thing to find at like 2-3 a.m. Yeah, but that
So
did
why
not.
did someone
Keep in
say
mind, this is
I
a
sound like
20-year-old
that?
girl. This was like she's like 20. This is a 20-year-old girl, and she's sounding like that.
Damn.
Yeah, and she said some
That's
crazy things.
insane.
The demon in quotation marks was pretty much basically saying like, I'm possessing this body and I'm like dead ass. Just said a bunch of biblical names and also that one Austrian painter guy. Like basically evil people. So yeah, what do we think? Do you guys think she's possessed or is she just like actually cuckoo and she's crazy?
Bro. Yeah, there's no question to it, guys. There's something demonic going on. How do you even make, like, How do you even change your voice like that? I mean, she's a 16. No, well, at this point, she's still 16.
She's around
At this
20.
point,
She's around
she's
20.
No,
Still pretty
20.
young.
21.
She's still pretty
Okay,
young.
she's still young though. Like how that? No, that's so scary.
I mean, I could turn my voice like that.
He could turn into a demon.
Watch me get possessed right now.
The Lost Renegade. No, please.
No.
Yeah, but like,
Is this based on a true event? Yes, this is.
this is true. Yeah.
Uh,
There's some legal things that happen, but this has happened. This happened for real. These are real people. Um, but yeah, creepy ass audio, demonic possession. I mean, at this point, I'm fully hooked that she's possessed, bro. Does anyone believe
Yeah.
otherwise?
Chat, what do you think?
Chat, what do we think? I don't claim this energy. I agree. I don't. I really don't. Is she possessed? Yeah. And despite she also got superhuman strength earlier, by the way, throwing her sister and crushing an apple with one hand. That low-key takes effort. Have you guys ever tried to crush an apple before?
I
hard.
could say I have not.
It's hard. It's really hard. So like, actually, she's either hitting the gym or
But she's been
actually
like
possessed.
what, bedridden?
Yeah. Or a fact that I forgot to mention is that she's pretty much like bedridden this whole time, and she is getting like physically looking weak.
And somehow she managed to throw her sister, quote unquote, like a rag doll.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
And crush an apple with one hand.
Can you just picture that? Like a weak little girl just grabbing her sister and throwing her across the room.
Dude, I'd be scared as shit, bro. She needs water to clear her throat. Thank you, Sherm, for the 1,000 bits, bro. I agree.
Well, I would start looking for a new family if I was that sister.
Yeah, dude, I'm out. I'm out.
For real.
I'm out. If she threw me like a rag doll, I'm out. And also, the eating spiders and flies things is kind of weird as well. It's like creepy, man.
That's-
Imagine walking to your sibling's room and they're just eating flies and spiders.
Ugh. Hell no.
They're like, hey, can I throw you? Dead one's good. Thank you, Sherm. Yeah. Some those were those were the first few exorcisms pretty much. Her voice didn't sound like her. She said she was a demon, but some people still believe this was a mental issue. Maybe because of the drugs she was getting prescribed to, or that instead of getting proper medical help, she went through the exorcism route, which is not exactly the best method to treat
yeah.
diagnosis,
I do
medically stuff.
I do want to say, I think the reason why a lot of people didn't believe them or the girl specifically is because in those times, I don't know if you guys have watched like The Conjuring and stuff. It was really normal for people to lie for publicity. Like they would
Mhm.
get put on the news and stuff. Which is why like the church would make the priest or whoever was handling those cases like give a bunch of evidence that
Mhm.
that was actually happening to the families. So just a little throw that in there.
Yeah,
That's
probably.
probably why people didn't fully believe.
Mhm. Yeah, back in like these days, I'm pretty sure exorcisms were more common than they are now, because people did
Yeah.
them all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
It was way easier to get them approved, which we'll actually talk about later. It's an important topic about exorcisms getting approved or not. This event actually had stuff to do with that, but we'll get there when we get there. But yeah, if anyone doesn't have anything else to say about the demonic, um, these demonic happenings, then we can move on. I'm gonna take that as a now. So, one of the many things that Anneliese was doing in these weird behaviors was that she named one of her demons, because she said she had 6 or
Whoa.
multiple, as
Oh.
Valentin Fleischman. Oh, I said that. It was pretty Germany. and was able to provide accurate details of the real Fleischmann, who was a priest in the 1500s that was kicked out of the church for bad behavior. And these
Ooh.
details completely shocked one of the priests, Father Alt, um, the other father from earlier, who claims that Anneliese would have no way of knowing Fleischmann and these accurate details, pretty much. And by May of 1976, Anneliese's condition did not get better. After these exorcisms, she was reportedly banging her head against the wall, biting herself and also others, to the point where her family had to tie her up to prevent her from harming herself. But the most dangerous behavior Anneliese did was that she refused to flat out eat. She described it herself as, quote, not being permitted to eat. Despite being quite frail, likely weighing under 80 pounds at this point, she still exhibited great strength when people tried to restrain her. And by June of 1976, Anneliese's face was sunk in, and she was reported having a high fever. I actually have a picture of her probably at this time.
Oh hell no.
That's her, pretty much. And look, if you look, her face is pretty sunk in, and there's pretty much you can see bruising. She's looking pretty frail here. She's not
She's
looking
all
like the
bone.
yeah. She's all bones, and she's not looking like the girl we saw earlier, which was
Oh my god.
before all of this. And on June 30th, Anneliese had another exorcism where she would only simply say the phrase, "Please, absolution." The next morning, her family went to her room, and they found her dead. She
Oh,
officially died of starvation at the age of 23 after 67 exorcisms on July 1st, 1976, weighing only 68 pounds at the time of her death. So yeah, she died.
that's
What?
She
crazy.
died. So
Bro, we need some. We're missing a good chunk in the middle. What?
yeah, there's pretty much between like the 42 recorded audios and Sherm said 67 is a bad number. Yeah, it was 67. I'm not trolling. I'm being for real.
Can you imagine if she weighed 67, like just take
Don't
off
say
one
that,
pound?
bro. Yeah, could you lose one more pound so 50 years down the line we
That's
could laugh at
crazy.
this?
67 exorcisms, 67 pounds. Hey, I mean,
Yeah, but
the clothes were probably one more pound, added pound.
yeah, remove your clothes. You're 67 pounds, man. But yeah,
That's crazy.
but pretty much between her first exorcisms and these ones, the behavior of like banging against the wall and biting herself was like pretty much prominent, and she would pretty much do this almost all the time. And the big part was that she didn't want to eat. We didn't want to eat at all. And the creepy fact that on the final exorcism, she would just say, "Please, absolution," multiple times. The only thing she said. And after that one, next morning, she's dead. Died of starvation. So, we can let that sink in. And you guys can talk about these facts a little bit. Yeah, so
Yeah.
your daughter just died of not eating. What's going on in your head?
That,
Okay, that's kind of crazy. I wish we knew a little bit more about how the experience was when they were trying to feed her. I would assume they tried to force her to eat. Um,
Hmm.
but like if she's throwing them around, that that kind of makes sense, I guess. But
well, I
that's
mean, I remember you saying that she would, by herself and others. I would assume, like, trying to spoon feed her and she, like, just snaps at you.
Hmm.
yeah. I don't know, but like I'm sure. Damn. There was a filler, like just how the experience was, like were they trying to tie her down to get like force her, like force feed her, like I just can't believe she dropped like, and it wasn't fast. It was what,
Hmm.
3 years?
Around that time, or yeah, around that
Ah,
much time.
that's
Yeah, I could describe like how probably the exorcism would probably go. It consists of literally tying her down to the bed so she wouldn't squirm, and like the priest and her family would be like all gathered around, and he would just like basically just start um, reading pages out of the Bible and like sprinkling holy water and like basically just waving the cross around at her. pretty much. And yeah, she most of the times she tried breaking out and she was tweaking a lot. But yeah, we the food part is very important. The try feeding her, it gets mentioned later. There's the story isn't just over yet. There's more after it.
Ooh.
Um, but yeah, so pretty much this event, young girl dies at 23, and her family claimed it was a demonic possession. But if you're looking at this from a what's it called, from like a non-religious point of view,
It
it
looks like
it looks
neglect,
really
bro.
sketchy, you know.
Yeah.
And the police did get involved, and in 1978, just I think 2 years after, or 2 years after Anneliese's death, both of Anneliese's parents, Father Renz and Father Alt, went to trial for negligent homicide. Basically, meaning that um, they didn't uh, do their best or do anything at all, and this death could have been prevented. Pretty much. That's like evil church people torture to kill, as they should. So, we're going to be talking about the defense and the prosecution and both sides of what they claimed. So first, we're going to talk about the defense, Annalise's family, and the priest as well. Basically submitted the recordings that we just listened to, or one of the many of them, and eyewitness testimonies. But these things weren't taken seriously from a non-religious standpoint. And so the defense argued that Annalise was permitted to deny medical treatment as her lawful right. And they said the medical treatment they would have gotten would have been tranquilizing her, force feeding, and electroshock therapy, and quote, all presumably against her will. A family friend in a witness testimony said that a few months before her death, Annalise begged on her knees for her to not suggest medical attention to anybody. Basically, she begged this family friend to not call the hospital to like basically help her out. And also another thing is that Father Alt did actually try getting medical help, he claimed, on May 30th from his friend Dr. Richard Roth, who visited Annalise of what he claims was a scientific curiosity and not as a physician, meaning that he just wanted to see what was going on and like document it instead of helping. In his visit, he claimed that Annalise had no external injuries, although Father Renz noticed that she had several bruises, a swollen cheek, and a black eye. So there is a contradiction here. Basically, the doctor claimed that he didn't see anything, and she looked fine. Well, Father Renz was like, "Yo, she has a black eye, swollen, you know."
Yeah.
Um. Also, Dr. Richard Roth, um, guy, quoted that saying that there are no injections against the devil. So he said there's basically no medical way to treat her, pretty much. And let's also get to the
Huh.
autopsy report, which also revealed that Annalise had a healthy brain with no damage to cause epileptic seizures. Quote, not even a microscopic level. Something that was also interesting was that the court's non-consideration of facts such as her pupils being unusually dilated and the absence of um, ulcer, ulcers on her body, which are frequently found on starvation victims. So that is the defense's argument um, on why they what's it called weren't pretty much neglecting her, and that's them. The Father Alt's the guy on the left. Renz is the guy on the right of him, and then that's the mom and dad of Annalise. So yeah, what do we think about the defense's argument here for this homicide?
Hmm. Honestly, I see both sides
See both
because
sides.
Yeah, because to me, it's kind of crazy that the that she died of starvation.
Hmm.
Just seeing it like that, like she had the what are those called? The things on her body from people that died from starvation. It's just crazy that no matter how much biting, like you could have put a sock in her mouth, you could have tied her, like or actually no, then she wouldn't have been able to eat. But I don't know. I just feel like you could have like, I just feel like you could have like, I don't know, I don't know. That's just crazy to me. But also, I do believe that what the family was experiencing, I don't know, man. This is,
Yeah, there's just
I'm with Asher. I can see both sides.
I feel bad for the family to be honest because I don't think they were lying. I feel like that's unless there was um like neglect reported in the past before all of this.
Mm.
But just from the beginning, if it all started with her episodes and there's nothing reporting back, which there would have uh,
Mhm.
because I mean it would have started from before. I honestly I believe the family and I feel bad for them because can you imagine like if it's supernatural, it's something you can't really prove. You had to live through it, and obviously your daughter's not here anymore. And yeah, we're like laughing about how we would have dipped and left her, but
Mhm.
that's their daughter, so obviously they're not gonna do that. The between the 3 years, obviously we don't know exactly what happened besides the exorcisms, but yeah, I think that they're just
Mhm.
yeah,
They tried their
I don't know how to
best, or at least I think so. The
Yeah,
family, I mean.
yeah.
yeah, I think it's easy to blame them if you don't not even if you don't believe if you didn't go through what they went through.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could like get their side. This is a very religious family. They were and they're in a very religious town, so they pretty much believed that their daughter was possessed, and this was like the best way to help her. And I think they just believed that this was pretty much the best way to help her, and
Yeah.
that medical means weren't, you know, enough.
Yeah, but I also
Yeah.
think they still tried because they did take her to the
Hmm.
doctor and they did put her on meds that didn't even make sense to put her on. Besides the trying to stop the seizures, but obviously that didn't work. So I think what was in their control was literally taking her to a specialist. And that's pretty much all they could have done, right? Um
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, the meds weren't working. They were putting her on even stronger meds, too.
Hmm.
I mean, probably those mixed together have also caused probably some of the symptoms she was feeling, because it's a mix of
yeah, there's
meds,
probably a
and
mix.
there's
Yeah.
it was like a higher dosage, and I think the other one was more, yeah, the higher dosage is just crazy mix of meds.
Hmm.
And I mean, sometimes there are side effects where like you literally don't feel like eating, or like the thought of eating it just makes you want to puke it out, or like just not eat. So there's a lot of things that could be explained, but at the same time, it's not like the family thought she was possessed. They believed she was possessed. There we go. So they really believed that religious means were the only way for them.
Yeah.
Hmm. Do we want to like test the credibility of these doctors in 1970? I low-key don't trust them that much.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's true. That part.
We got some
This,
sketchy individuals out here. Like this,
yeah.
I think the Dr. Richard Roth guy was a little suspicious man. He said that he didn't see anything, pretty much, from his eyewitness
Yeah.
testimony. Which what we saw pictures. That's clearly wrong. That's a
Yeah, no, that's
contradiction.
crazy.
And that,
Yeah, I mean, there's also prescribed the wrong meds on purpose. Probably he probably didn't even know what
Yeah.
he was actually doing, you know?
Yeah.
true.
Who's
Yeah.
gonna who's gonna deny he's a doctor? Who's gonna say, "Oh, man, yeah, he doesn't know what he's doing." He's a
Yeah,
doctor. He says he's a doctor. Of course you're gonna believe him.
I believe the doctor.
And it's probably easier for him to say nothing, he didn't see anything, because if I mean, he's the one who prescribed medicine, knowing that nothing was that he couldn't see anything was wrong. So it's just easier to say I didn't see anything.
Hmm. Yeah,
And yeah, sure, that's true. That era, they're not as advanced as we are now.
yeah. I don't know why
So,
the photos
but
are all black and white. It's low key 1980, and there's color photos, but like I don't. It's just the vibe, I guess. They're going for. Yeah, 1980 isn't that like far back, but it's like still not as advanced as we are today, which also could lead to errors in their diagnosis, and we will get to that as there is the prosecution side as well as this.
mm,
So if anyone has no more comments on the defense, we can get over to what the prosecutors said about this case.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So they claimed that the party of them four that were involved were liable for failing to act to save her life. They tore down the claim of possession and questioned the credibility of Father Alt himself, with the conclusion from two experts that Father Alt exhibited signs of schizophrenia.
oh,
So they claimed that um, he was he was not fit to pretty much be any expert in this, and his information might be all wrong. They also claimed that the medications suppress the epilepsy-like seizures, and the suppression morphed into quote a delusional psychosis associated with epilepsy. Pretty much, they argued that Anneliese's psychosis was pretty much exaggerated, and by these exorcisms, which pretty much only played into her fantasy. And to piggyback on that, Anneliese often went through phases between exorcisms between these of behaving just normally. It's
mm,
unclear if the medication stopped the seizures or they just stopped on their own. But Annelise's visions predated the alleged medical suppression, however. So the prosecution's whole thing was that Father Alt was not a credible source as he had exhibited signs of schizophrenia, and that these were pretty much, she was just crazy. She was delusional. And that by playing into her delusion, by bringing in exorcists and all that, it was just pretty much just exaggerating everything for her. And there is the fact that it is unclear if the medication stopped the seizures, how, or they just stopped on their own without the medicine. But that is what the prosecutor said about this case. And we can debunk that.
were there any of her sister's remarks? That's what Sharp says.
Were any of her were there any of her sister remarks? Um, I don't think so. Actually, I don't think their sister said or her sister said anything. I believe they were pretty young. They were still pretty young at this point, so this was kind of like a crazy thing to go through. So I don't think they got any media attention, thankfully. But yeah, from what I researched, there was nothing about her sister saying anything. It was just the adults.
I wonder if they medically tested him, or if they were going based off of what he was, because like they could have said that he was showing signs of schizophrenia because of the things he was saying. So if he was helping out in exorcisms, you are gonna say some things people think are crazy.
Hmm.
True.
So I don't know how liable that is. Like, like how did he show signs of schizophrenia is my,
Hmm.
because his what he was doing helping the families. And I'm sure, I mean, if he did 67 for one family, I'm sure he did way more before that. Yeah, if someone came up to me and was like, "Yeah, um, I'm basically performing this and trying to get demons out of people," yeah, I'd be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, true.
Mhm. Well, um, from what I searched up, he was diagnosed by experts slash doctors. So maybe this was he did go in for a doctor report and was diagnosed
Hmm.
with some or he had symptoms of schizophrenia, but he was diagnosed with something called epileptic psychosis, depression, and other mental illnesses. So
Oh.
not linked or not definitively linked with schizophrenia, but there is like there
Yeah.
could be a uh, some links in there. But yeah, basically
How do
meaning
we not
that
know these doctors aren't like the ones that treated the girl though?
mhm, I'm pretty sure these are
Yeah.
different people, or it didn't matter. But if they were the same doctors, that would have been kind of crazy.
Or like not the same, but if the other ones couldn't be trusted, how why
Hmm.
could those?
Yeah, a lot of who do we trust? What is real here? There's a lot of contradictions, a lot of hearsay and here they, but
Hmm.
um,
Mm.
I kind of believe the schizophrenia claim with Father Alt. He kind of was the one like jumping ship with his exorcism and was like, yeah, let's do this, let's record it, let's
Yeah.
do everything. So yeah, he's super like claim or on the gun pretty much. He wanted to do this a lot, which is kind of weird. Um, yeah, but what do we think of the claim that basically that Anneliese was just delusional at this point, and that everyone was just playing into her delusions?
Well, I could see
Delusion.
why they would think that. I mean, like I said, the mix of medications, and then who knows? We can't really trust the doctors back then. She could have been having some sort of mental problems that they didn't know about, gonna cause the delusions, and then they just made it worse.
Mhm.
I agree. That's
Mhm.
probably the most reasonable if you look at it that way. Um, and then the family being super religious and their beliefs, plus the priest and the church. Yeah, I mean, you could see it that way as well.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's like the most logical explanation on what happened. But there also is the fact that um they did state that Annalise's visions predated the alleged medical suppression. So, if she was having any delusions due to these medicines, they did state that she had visions beforehand. So maybe she
Mhm.
was maybe just in a imaginative mood, and then adding on and giving like these suppression medicines kind of like
It's probably made it worse.
made it a lot worse. So yeah, there's two distinct sides in this, pretty much. Basically, one's believing that this is the actual demonic possession, and pretty much the other saying that this could be logically explained with that she was just delusional. Everyone was playing to her beliefs, and she was just going along with it. She needed mental help. So with both sides, what do you guys think the court ruled? Pretty much, I'll ask that first.
I think it's kind of obvious that they sided um with the doctors.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think most likely they didn't. Usually in cases like these, they never really truly believe in, well,
The
that the
families.
others, yeah, the families.
Hmm.
Or
Yeah,
if ever, if they did, they probably just ruled insanity and neglect.
Hmm. And then Sherm said, "Wait, going back, when did her symptoms get worse, and when did she started taking meds?" So she started taking meds in the years 1970 and 1972. And then in 1973 she got super drugs and got the medicine got upped in 73. And after that her symptoms just went downhill. Nothing was getting better. Pretty much.
Yeah, sure, but she had the episode before she had the medicine,
Mhm.
right? That first episode, and then
Yeah.
they took her to the doctor. Yeah.
She also said she had visions beforehand as well.
Did they explain what her visions were? I don't think I got that.
These
I
were
think it was the
the demon
voices, right?
face, the demon faces and the voices, stuff like that.
Oh, yeah,
Mhm.
that's right. She probably just had like I said before, a mental problem. If we're going with like not the religious aspects of this, she probably had I wouldn't say a mental breakdown, but like I said, mental problems
Hmm.
before that they just didn't know of or understand back then. So of course they're just gonna go straight to religion, possession.
Hmm.
Any info on family mental history?
That's what I was
Um,
reading. Family mental history.
from what I found out, I do not think there is specifically any history on family mental history. Um, I do know that her family is relatively healthy, besides her, and yeah, I don't think there's anything super crazy in her family bloodline.
That's yeah. Mm.
Wait, so are we giving our thoughts on like our final, not final thoughts, but like what we think, like
Yeah, I
of
mean,
the whole thing?
what or let me see what the let me tell you what the court ruled, and I think you guys got it
Okay.
right. Basically, the court ruled that Anneliese was unable to make decisions for herself and should have been forced to
Mm.
submit to medical care. Basically, these four got boom boom jail time. I think. Let me see how much jail time did they get. It was doesn't doesn't say actually. Wow.
Oh,
But
They're still in jail, guys.
whatever
there's
a
something
negligent homicide gives you,
for back then.
Not lifetime? Question mark.
probably isn't lifetime. I don't think it's. I mean, it wasn't a planned murder, so it's probably a little less. Probably not
Oh,
lifetime.
and this is in America. This is in Germany, right? So it's probably different there.
Yeah, it's in Germany as well.
So yeah, sentencing is different. Definitely different. I'd assume a long time, because
I'm gonna think it might be lifetime, to be honest.
Hmm.
Because although they weren't like, let's say it wasn't premeditated. I mean, after like the first year, you can't really say they couldn't notice what it was leading to.
well, they ruled it
Oh, here we go. I
negligent
got it.
homicide.
I got the thing.
So that's
Okay,
different.
so
Negligent homicide is less than. Okay, sorry, continue.
yeah. The state recommended that none of the involved parties be jailed. Instead, the recommended sentence for the priest was a fine, while the prosecution concluded that the parents should be exempt from punishment as they had, quote, suffered enough, a
Oh,
mitigating legal factor in German penal law. So basically, the priest got fined and the parents were left scot free.
damn.
Yeah,
So they suffered enough, but they were negligent. That's
yeah.
That's a
that
that's
doesn't
huh.
really make sense, does it?
Okay, and then let me read a little bit more because there's more things. Oh yeah, the priests were giving suspended prison sentences. It said that was like the recommended what they should give, and then they were actually given the priests were given suspended prison sentences. Oh, and also the parents. What the hell? Yeah, everyone got prison sentences, but they not
It was
that long.
suspended.
Suspended.
So they basically basically there was no outcome of this trial. Is what I'm getting at. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, here's the outcome, but guess what? Actually, we don't think they deserve it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so basically they were found guilty, but they weren't punished for it.
Interesting.
That's
I mean,
wow.
all crazy, a little crazy there. Oh, but I'm gonna talk about the aftermath of this trial. Um, so
Okay.
basically, some people might be under like what's it called, questioning where's the Vatican in this? You know, where's the big priest people?
Yeah.
Pretty much they did nothing. They let it be like a legal issue. They didn't intervene or anything like that. But they did change the rulings on how exorcisms were going to be what's it called, approved now. They pretty much they needed the person to be um professionally diagnosed or professionally checked by like a doctor or psychiatrist to basically check that they had no mental problems before any exorcisms were going to be performed. And
That makes sense.
yeah, uh her her grave is still actually out there in real life. Let me see. It actually became like a place of pilgrimage for some people to like go there, as some people believe that she atoned for wayward priests and the sinful youth, and some people believe that she was a saint actually.
Hmm.
So yeah, her death did have impact in the world a little bit, changing the way exorcisms were changed out, and people actually came to her grave. Um, Another afterthought is that her father died in 1999.
Oh.
So he's dead, but in a 2006 interview, Anna Michelle, I think that's her mother, stated that she did not regret her actions, saying, quote, "I know we did the right thing because I saw the sign of Christ in her hands." And on the 6th of June 2013, a fire engulfed the house where Michelle
Oh
had
my.
lived. Um, yeah, although it was a case of arson, and some locals attributed the fire to the exorcism case. So unlucky their house got burned down.
That's crazy.
But yeah, but that is everything I found out about the aftermath about that. So I think we're in our final thoughts. Some few questions is, was she really possessed? That's the big question. And also another question is that I personally think is like, what honestly, what did she really die from? Especially from that autopsy report. It did state that the what's it called? They were missing the what's it called, ulcers, which are like common on starvation victims as well. So we can just you know talk about that, debunk.
Hmm. Well, man, that demon really said did not like the mother saying something about seeing Christ in her hands. So it said it set the house on fire. That's but
I think I'm still gonna stand on what I said earlier. Um, I think I understand why the family got accused, right? Because that is the most logical um explanation for her death. But I still think if it was neglect, there would have been signs of it earlier. Um, and just no signs of neglect earlier, and then her seizures happening before the medications and her visions. Um, and then the starvation lasting 3 years. Like, even if her family was neglecting her, she was between 20 and 23 years old. So it seems like she was like there's no way you are just forcing yourself to not eat for 3 years, or like your family's forcing you. I mean, not that there's no way. I mean, I guess it could happen, but with all those other people around, like I think if it was her family doing that, she had other people around where she could have gone out. I think she was forced not to eat, like by whatever was causing her episodes. And um and then also the mom dying is crazy. The whole cross on the daughter's hand, I think, right? Was what she said?
Yeah, she said that she
Um
basically saw a cross on her daughter's hand.
okay, so that, and then her making that comment, and then her house burning is crazy. But if I'm gonna be like, but I can also see the other side, and why like people why the judges pick them on what happened and what caused the death, because obviously it makes more sense to say, yeah, well, the priest was examined and he had signs of what do you have signs of? It was in he
It's
was
like
in
It's
bunch of symptoms that could lead to schizophrenia or not, but it was like,
okay. Yeah, yeah. So I think it was easier to blame it on the priest and um blame it on neglect. But even if the priest was having some or starting to show issues, mental illness, I don't think that explains everything that happened, because there's no way the family just like stood there, saw the daughter was okay, and then let him play into his illusions for 3 years plus. But yeah, that's just what I think.
mm-hmm,
hmm. I still go with what I said because, like I said, I mean, if you say it's possession, I'll say okay. I also see the other side, like it's probably just a mix of mental illnesses that just so happen to have been not cared for properly. And I, yeah, because I remember was the one of the prosecution says that oh, what do you call this? That she should have been put into medical care because could not she could not basically care for herself.
Hmm.
I still think that played a huge part of it because they were if because if she truly was not possessed, it was just had something to do with her medical condition. They just let her and they just believed her, they just let her be. It probably made things worse. So she
Hmm.
should have been submitted into the hospital for better medical care. And if it were to continue then yeah, I would believe it. But they just let the exorcisms continued, and that would put a lot of strain on your body, on both the priest and person who is supposedly possessed.
mm-hmm,
So, yeah, that and then the not eating part, that could also be just a mental thing. Like if you really believe in this and then you're all of these things is going on around you, you couldn't stomach it, you know? But then there's the whole strength thing, throwing the sister on the wall, and stuff like that.
Hmm.
So yeah, I believe she was possessed? Maybe, maybe not. I don't really have a full opinion here. I I just believe in both sides and why you would say she's possessed, why you would say she isn't. And this was
Yeah,
back then, so there's a lot of things that we still don't know that truly happened. Who could we really believe here?
mm-hmm.
Because
yeah.
family just thought what they were doing was right. Doctors think what they should have done was better. And then Annalise was just stuck in the middle with either her own mental problems and then everything that's going on around her.
Hmm. Yeah. Um, what I believe was I mostly agree with you guys. I think that this was just a mental problem with her that was not taken seriously enough, and that the doctors back then did a really bad job at diagnosing her, and we're just giving her wacko medicine pretty much, and this like pretty much helped her and feed into her delusions, and it did not help that her family was overly religious to the fact that they were devoted and were believe that they were 100% believed that she was possessed, even like as what the mother said like later in 2006, that she did not regret her actions at all, and she actually still believed that she was actually possessed by a demon. I think that it was just very unfortunate set of circumstances that happened. The family being really religious and the town being really religious led to mental problems not being taken as seriously, and that the doctors were kind of like not trustable back then, just giving medicine willy nilly. Um, who knows? Maybe she is really possessed. But I also think the media probably exaggerated a lot of things about the cases. Um, Probably about the Apple thing and throwing their sister. I It could be true. Those could be true. Who knows? Maybe she got superhuman strength. But I think a lot of the uh, facts about the cases were probably dramatized or like overly exaggerated for the media as well. Because like, oh my god, exorcism case. Oh my god, this is a crazy story. You know.
Yeah. And
Mhm.
But
like throw a sister against a wall. I mean, what if she just shoved her, and sister stumbled? It just
yeah.
it's like, "Oh my god, she threw me. Oh no."
Hmm.
Yeah, it could just been exaggerated. I mean, dark eyes, black eyes, was that said before? She like
Yeah.
had black
Like
The
black
black
eyes.
eyes
jet
and
black
the
eyes.
claws.
Her eyes could have just been dilated.
Yeah, it could have been in the dark.
And yeah, like, just dark, the lighting.
No. But there are some popular theories actually. I think are worth just talking about. Um, the main popular theory is that their parents were literally crazy, overly religious enough to like neglect their daughter, and it was like the popular theory is that she did have mental problems, and it was just not taken seriously enough. Um, and that and everyone was kind of like playing into it. So that was the big theory that I think everyone has, or like the pretty much agreed theory of what happened here. There are believers who believe that she is possessed by a demon. I think one of the biggest facts is I think one of the audio recordings she was speaking a different language. Um, I didn't get that one, unfortunately. It got deleted
Mm.
somewhere.
Oh. Oh. Hmm.
But yeah, but apparently she was speaking a different language in one of the exorcism audios, and um, some people believe that was demonic. It was a demon, but others believe it was just neuroscience and the brain does weird things, which also could be a thing as well.
True.
Mhm.
So yeah,
I
at
mean,
the end I, of the day, I think this was just a complete negligence on their daughter.
yeah. I mean, well, how do they know it's a different language? What if she's just mumbling shit?
Yeah, what if she's just saying shit? Apparently she
She could be
spoke
saying anything.
Latin or Greek.
Ah, of course.
Yeah, Latin's scary.
Well,
Very
I mean,
scary
they're a
language.
religious family, and then the Bible has Latin in it. She
That
could
is
have
true.
picked apart words. Probably has her brain probably remembered things and just put it out there.
Mm-hmm.
Like she may not know what she's saying, but her brain does.
It's true. Some people also believe that
But,
she was schizophrenic as well.
yeah. I
And
mean,
that's
it
why she was hearing the
it sounds
voices.
like she could have. I mean, they have raised in a religious family in a religious town. There's a high chance of it happening. So
Hmm.
I'd believe it.
Yeah. And this actually like inspired a horror movie. Do you guys know The Exorcism of Emily Rose?
Yep.
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 That movie is inspired by this
Uh-huh.
entire tale. I haven't watched it personally, so I don't know.
I can't remember actually. I'm a
I
horror movie
did.
fanatic. I watch a lot. You watched it?
All those movies are scary as shit. Yeah, those are like probably I think the scariest movies people can make.
Like the exorcism ones.
Yeah, those are pretty intense. They get like
Mm,
pretty gruesome because it shows like the person like not being in control at all.
Hmm.
yeah.
And yeah, it's
A funny
I
thing that
mean
I
when
did find
oh,
was that The Exorcist came out in The Exorcist came out in like 1972. So some people theorized that she was just copying what was in the movie.
yeah, I mean maybe. I was gonna say when they filmed The Exorcist, there is a scene where there's a ghost somewhere in the movie, but
Hmm.
they never actually had an actor at that scene.
Gulp. Gulp.
So it's like the location was actually haunted. And so like that scene where you see someone hiding in the corner, no one was actually there IRL. So
Gulp.
oh hell no.
and I mean, okay, back then it was like what, Ed and Lorraine Warren who like were the big,
Oh yeah,
investigators
that was
then.
also back then
And
as
then
well.
yeah, and so a lot of people are looking to seek attention. And I mean, I know we discussed this before, like maybe I don't probably not, but I mean, it's a chance, a high not chance. There is a chance that yeah, she was just copying it, looking for some attention, and then maybe things went a little out of hand because she was part of a religious family.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, I did bring that up earlier. How people
Yeah,
were faking it for the news.
Hmm.
it's like,
Damn
what if
guys,
at some
I
point, like,
believe you guys, and like I understand what you're saying, but I just can't change my mind, guys. I feel like I feel like we do not know what they went through, and it's something that you really can't explain to people because it doesn't make sense. And that's why I kind of stick with the family. I see both
mm,
sides, but I think it's one of those things we weren't there. Nobody else was there. The lawyers weren't there. The doctors weren't there. It was just the family, the girl, and the priest. And I think no matter like how much publicity you would want, if things got that far, you would cut it. Um, yeah,
I think I'd believe it more if the family and the town weren't so religious or like devout, like if this was
Hmm.
the Conjuring family, the Heron family, like they weren't religious. I'd believe it if it were like that then, but
yeah, yeah,
if
makes
they're, like,
sense.
super religious, they fully believe it,
Yeah.
then yeah, that could cause negligence because
Only
they
thing
won't see any
is
other way.
yeah. Only thing is we didn't really talk about how real like we just were told by media and what we searched that they were highly religious, but we also don't know that that could have been exaggerated as well.
I mean, the mom did
Because we
say,
didn't
"Oh, I
really
saw the Christ in her hand," or whatever.
well, yeah, but that's just the cross and everybody knows that church and crosses goes hand in hand. So that's also something that media could have exaggerated. And I'm just playing devil's advocate. Obviously, I know the logical um side of it and why and like all of that, but I do think just how other things were exaggerated, that could have been exaggerated as well to kind of make them seem like they were faking everything.
Mm.
Hmm.
Actually, did we talk about her? I kind of forgot it already, but I remember you mentioning that she spoke about a priest who from, like, many years ago that she should not
Yeah,
know about?
she talked about some guy named what was his name? Da, 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 da. Oh my god, Valentin Fleischman. It was like a priest in the 1500s that got kicked out by a church for bad behavior. Basically, Father Alt went, "Holy shit, she should not be able to know this." But now that we know Father Alt might be schizophrenic, or a little, this could have been a lie as well.
True.
Yeah.
Still kinda crazy if you think about it, like, oh my god, she knows these things. But like,
Yeah.
I don't know, this guy could have probably
Maybe she's done her
said
He could
some
have also
research.
things
mentioned
before.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's done her research. She thinks this is a bit that she's doing the whole time with her family. Guys, I have a great way for us to make the news. Let me pretend that I'm a little crazy and nothing bad's gonna happen.
I mean, like, okay. Have you ever watched a horror movie and like do you think you start seeing things afterwards?
Yes, bro. Don't.
So like, what if she saw that movie, thought she started seeing things, and then it got out of hand because her family was religious?
She saw The Exorcist and she was just going mad.
That would be crazy.
That's a.
That would be, oh my
I
god.
mean, it's plausible. It's honestly plausible.
Yeah. I feel like anything in this not story in this case is possible.
Yeah. I
Cause
just like
like,
to
I don't know
believe there's a
about you
logical
guys.
explanation for this, so I don't get
Yeah.
possessed by a demon. So.
Cause like, I don't know about you guys, but like, I don't get jump scared easily. But once I do, my body just starts getting paranoid and I jump at every little thing afterwards. That could have happened to her, you know?
That's true.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, probably got out of hand. That they started prescribing with her medicine because they think these are symptoms, and then medicine, on top of exorcisms, just
Hmm.
bunch of that could really affect your mental health, you know?
Yeah. And the mind
Yeah.
is powerful.
It
Yep.
is. It is
Yep.
powerful. She. I think she was just like seeing things. There's also the fact that like her family also stated that they saw other things too, which is kind of creepy. But
I
who
mean,
knows? Maybe they could be tripping.
it's like, you know, in the like when you're doing a case study, you usually don't want to tell others what you're feeling, like others people in the case study,
Hmm.
because oh, you could say I'm feeling this, but then they're gonna think, oh, I'm starting to feel it too, you know? But they
Yeah.
really don't. Like they could have had a placebo. It's like it's not a hive
Hmm.
mind. I forgot what it's called. But it's like that, you know? Like, oh,
Mob
she could have been like, oh, I'm
mentality.
starting to see
I don't know. I don't
something
think it's
like
mob. I don't
yeah.
think it's mob mentality.
That's not the right. That's like that, but like not the right word. I can't figure out what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's basically like that. Like, oh, she's seeing these things, and they're like, oh, now I'm seeing these things, you know?
Hmm. I mean, there's a reason why there's not a lot of exorcisms today. I think
Yeah.
I think we learned that we should use logic before shoving a cross in someone's face and tying them down to their bed. I don't think
Yeah, I mean,
that'll go
heck,
well.
I'd go crazy if I got tied down and then I'm being splashed with water with versus being
Yeah.
sighted at me, you know? I'd go crazy. I go a little mad. I mean, hell, I would throw someone across the room at that.
Yeah, like
Honestly, I'm sure there's a case out there where something like this similar happened
mhm.
and it was all planned out and it's known. We should look that up.
Yeah, I
Exorcisms.
think I know what you're talking about.
You know, I feel like this probably has happened before where they like someone testified to it
Mhm.
Mm,
and it all went wrong. Like there's so many stories out there. This is crazy.
yeah.
Mhm. Man, I just found a really good fucking website that has a lot more information from what I found. It's a lot more details. I think like the also thing is like she was like in her house like most of the time and she like did not interact with anyone but her family. So like that's also a factor to her mental health. She like didn't talk to anyone her age, which does things to people. She was like outcasted from school apparently. People thought she was possessed. So it didn't help with the mental issues. So unlucky. Oh, so much stuff.
I think we can all agree. I feel bad for the girl.
I do feel bad for her as well.
Yeah. Poor girl was just
No
stuck in the middle.
matter yeah, no matter what happened, like which story is the real one, just Sucks for her.
Yeah, I think we can all agree this time. Yeah. There's still some unsolved facts in here, but I think the general consensus is that pretty much this was just this was a mental problem not treated seriously, and that the doctors fucked up and was just giving her random medicine, and people were playing into their illusions.
Yeah. Wait, guys.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get more of the chat's opinion.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What do you
I
guys
haven't
think?
seen anybody
Except some
tell
use
us
code
what
RNG
they
Esports to get
thought.
25% off your first month Bisect hosting. It's also true.
True.
It's a true fact.
Hey, let's drop a link for the jerseys, guys. Guys, get your jersey, get your pictures in.
Guys, they're pretty awesome, you know.
Yeah. If you didn't hear, we're actually not doing pictorials tomorrow, so unlucky. We hope we're all gonna pray that
W
Preston gets
Prez.
better.
Guys,
Yeah,
it's a mental thing. He's not sick. Tell him to think
Yeah,
he's
it's
not
a mental thing. Wait, it's a
Right, guys.
mental thing.
That
Wait.
was the whole point of this entire story, you know.
No. Preston is possessed, and we have to do an exorcism
No.
tomorrow.
We got it 67 times.
67 times. Wait, that is the move.
Guys, IRL stream tomorrow.
Yeah, we're
Pull up.
instead of the quarry, we're exercising people.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, who's trying to go to the Paris catacombs? That was also a topic that was.
Isn't that where they're having raves?
Yeah.
That is insane.
I was like stuck on the Paris catacombs and like this story, and I thought the Paris, because they had like that one scary video of that guy just running through and like dropping his camera, which is also scary. But but there's like not enough scary stories, unless if you guys watched As Above.
I was gonna say they have a whole movie for it.
That
Yeah,
shit
it's crazy.
Scary ass movie, man. Actually terrifying. Yeah, but there was not a lot of scary stuff on the catacombs besides dead bodies and stuff in that one mysterious video.
Yeah, it's mostly history and then. Yeah.
Finding scary stuff is hard, man. BuzzFeed helped me.
Oh, I know. I said I would give you a list. I didn't have time. How bad?
It's okay, man. I think this was like low-key the move. I think this was low-key creepy when I was listening to it, bro. Creeped me out.
And this was good. Because there's
Possession.
so many opinions.
Yeah, there's a lot of different plausibilities with
theories.
this. I mean, I can believe I can low-key believe anyone's side if there's a lot of evidence for like both sides and all that stuff. Which is good.
I'd believe everyone. I can see everyone's.
Yeah.
opinion,
I personally
point of
don't
view.
believe there's demons, so don't think that's real, hopefully. The only demon is me.
I have my demons.
Yeah, the demons are inside of us
The
already.
demons inside of us. Chat, we keep saying we want your opinion. We keep
Bro,
moving past
where's
it.
Eric?
Yeah,
What do you
we
think?
low-key
Wiz?
sidetracked them with the jerseys and
True.
and the codes for
Yeah.
Bisect.
Chat, what do you think? Chat, share. Ignoring
They're
jerseys.
talking about
Yes, Quiz.
they're talking about some complications with the jerseys, I think.
Don't worry, I'll personally deliver your jersey to you, Brian. For $30
What do
though.
I think about what?
For $30 though. About the whole thing, man. Do you think she was possessed or what? Were you watching? Did you lock in, bro?
Squids, where have you been the last hour and 37 minutes?
Maybe you just tuned in.
Yeah, possibly.
Probably. I've been seeing the numbers like go up and down.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
Brian is not sure.
Not sure.
I was watching a campfire.
And they
I got an ad. How do you get an ad? You're on mod. Where's your sub?
I have an ad too.
Oh, it's so.
No, yeah,
over.
I had ads too.
Wait, where's Sherm? Drop 10 subs and.
Bro, sure. Please.
Sigh if I only had money. But that's the thing,
Uh,
though. You get free, what's it called? Amazon Prime for 6 months. For 6 months. If you're
Not 7?
not 7, not
6,
just
7.
6, not 7. If you are a college student or between the ages 18 to 24, and I don't got Prime, it's cooked, but it's free. It's free, Vanya. It's free. Just don't be a loan shark.
So are we blaming her? Or what's going on?
Just don't be a loan shark. Wait, what if I am a loan shark and we want $30 back? There's a certain $30 missing.
Wait, but
Oh my
loan
God.
shark. L-O-N-E. So you're just a lonely
W
shark.
Squiz.
Thank you. Squid.
Hey,
He's a
Squid.
dead ass free. He's
Subscribe
true,
for
guys.
4 months.
Drop that Amazon Prime. Dude, I think next
Hell yeah.
month I'm subscribed for a damn year, bro. It's over.
Man, I need to check. I haven't.
Oh, we just upped like by 4 people.
I know people are hearing the
Damn,
yappy
the
yap.
viewers just.
Yeah, just
They want to come at the
Wow.
end and want to hear us what we think.
Wow.
You guys didn't hear the demonic audio, guys.
You guys missed out. You got to come on time next.
Next time. But it won't be scary next time, though. So,
Yeah.
you missed out.
guys, you missed out on being possessed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we low-key were exercising people in here. Yeah, Preston was actually just in here, and we exercised
She
him.
was growling.
Yep. Thank you, Calvin, for the sub again. See, it's free. It's free. I think it was a mix of hallucinations and paranoia. I think that's low-key the truth. Work at Duncan. VOD watchers where we true. The VODs. They're on YouTube. And also where's the Spotify link, bro? We gotta drop it in chat.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, that would be
Pull it up.
good.
Pull that up. Let's pull it up.
Sounds like a movie that's been out. Yeah, you know the Exorcism of Emily Rose? This is low-key based on
Also,
this.
maybe posing a little because it sounds like a movie.
That's true.
There we go, chat.
Man,
Can we
low-key-
pin that?
Spotify link.
I'm pinning this.
Yes. Whoa.
Oh, true.
True.
Which doesn't count inactive people. And I mean, I think we forgot to drop so many polls in between.
Where's Sherm, man? He was here the whole time except the end.
Damn.
I want to hear Sherm's theory. I miss you, Sherm. Where are you, man?
Sherm was pretty locked in, actually.
Sherm's been
He was
locked in
asking the
for
right
these.
questions.
He's asking the right
Yeah.
questions. Do the links. You know, I said I was gonna do that, but I forgot. I should do that after this. Yeah, I will do it after this. Don't hate me, please. Trust me, it will work.
I just said get in stream, bro. We need your theory.
Yeah, we're waiting for the
What are
Sherm
we
theory.
gonna wait on?
We need your theory, bro.
Guys, Sherm's signing us out today. Let's see what the theory is.
Yeah, Sherm's our sign out theory.
Sure, Mohammed.
Where is Sherm? I'm missing Sherm. Yeah, there.
Yo, there he is.
No! Recap.
Oh.
Have
What?
I'll give you a quick recap. Watch this. So basically, they went to court over that she died, right? Because she was, didn't get starvation, pretty much. It was negligence. And the court ruled that they were guilty, blah, 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 blah. So do you think that she was actually possessed, or do you think that she was just pretty much delusional, had a mental problem that wasn't addressed, and that the priests and the exorcists were just playing into her delusions? So that's your recap. So we're asking the question is, you think she was actually possessed by a demon, or mental issues, or maybe something else, maybe a little bit of both? The middle, fence sitting. I think she had mental problems, and it was the priest and parents' fault. As to doctor meds, that's not a big issue. Yeah, I think that was the general consensus as well, that she had mental problems. So I'm glad we were all in agreement. That you didn't say, yeah, she was possessed by the demon. I know the demon personally. So, Thank you, Sherm, for the awesome opinion. And crap, do we have anything in it? Do we have anything to announce before we sign out? We usually have like
Um,
we have no events.
I mean,
Um,
let's pull up the list. What do we need to announce, guys?
Tomorrow?
Uh,
Question mark.
we may okay. We may or may not be playing the quarry tomorrow, guys.
It'll happen.
Either
Whoa!
tomorrow or sometime later this week.
It needs to happen.
No, wait, actually trust guys. We'll make it happen
We're
tomorrow.
gonna make it happen tomorrow, no
We're
matter
gonna make it
what.
happen tomorrow.
It's not fun if it isn't on Halloween.
Right.
Right.
Who can
It
sponsor
will
a
happen, trust.
who can sponsor a big garage?
Big Garage. I'm gonna watch Evil the Show. Sherm said. Yeah. Hopefully the quarry is gonna be happening tomorrow. Unfortunately, we will not be having our pictorials tomorrow and our jersey stuff. So unlucky, GG. And if you're in Preston's class, he's
Oh.
that's also kind of cooked as well. You got.
I got one.
Yes.
Also, guys, we are in the process of making our girls Valorant team. If you guys want to follow our Instagram to see the roster soon, that's one exciting thing that's happening. If you guys want to see us compete and stuff.
True.
Team rosters, those are coming out soon, guys. You finally get to
Who's on the team?
finally
Who's on the
get to
teams,
see
guys? I
who's
don't know
on
who's on
the
the teams.
teams. We'll finally be announcing those.
Yippee!
All how many teams are there? 3
It's like 6 or 7.
9 10 teams,
Holy.
I believe. 11 teams. 11 teams.
You got this, Sienna. Posting
Oh,
11 teams. Oh man.
Oh my god, and
got it. Light work.
11 teams, and then the scorecards. Oh,
that
man.
too. All released. Oh, go. Maybe we should chill on the scorecards.
Okay, well, those will be out much later.
Yeah, when like a month after they happened.
The teams have been doing pretty good though. We have a lot of wins. I'll say that.
Yeah.
So good job, competitive.
They're saying they need you in one of the comp teams.
They need you, bro.
Scratch his head.
Reverse sweep on Overwatch. Yeah, man. I'm gonna just turn all our losses into wins right now. Yeah.
Don't talk about that though, do you?
We won't talk about that.
What was that?
Nothing.
I didn't hear anything. Did you guys hear something?
Nope.
Nah,
Nope.
It must have been the wind.
Wait, I have one more thing to shill.
Yep.
If any of you are interested to cast or stream for us, I'm putting together the Avengers, guys. I need some people to help show off our wonderful talent and our teams. It'd be a lot of fun. No experience is needed. Just bring your A game and good vibes. That's all I ask. And fill out the form by this Friday or tomorrow. I'll take late responses. And if you have any questions, DM me. There's a lot of benefits to being part of the broadcasting team. One of them is you're not quite an officer, but it's a good to get experience, and it helps us out greatly. Also, you'll be working with our stream setup in our labs, which are also really cool. We have mics, stuff, and all that stuff. So, yeah, if you are interested in stuff like that, please sign up on the forum. I'll put it in chat.
They're asking questions. Would you like to answer them?
Yes.
Or no? Okay. They're saying...
Can it be just audio? Also, what if I do not know how to call out for podcasting? Well, that's the part of no previous experience needed. You'll learn. When I first did this, like literally, I think in like January or something like that, I had no idea how to cast at all. And I still don't. I just say the things that happen and pretend I know what I'm doing, and it usually helps. So yeah, you don't need any experience. And if you're concerned of like not showing your face, you don't have to show your face. I think most of the time you won't. So low key just be like audio. Uh, thank you, Vanya. Can it be for Aloni alumni? Um,
I think we want to cater towards more
yeah,
students.
I think we're catering more for Aloni students. Yeah, because it's a great experience to get, or it's a great way to get experience working with that club. So yeah, I'll be interviewing people,
Um,
something like that. Yeah, I think that's the rest of my shilling. Um, I don't think we have
Should we
any.
give a little preview for the
Oh,
next one
next
and what
episode.
they should be
True,
expecting?
true,
Yeah.
true.
that's right.
Yeah,
Guys, next episode's gonna be awesome.
it'll happen in 2 weeks.
You can take it away on it.
It will
Yeah,
be
yeah.
on
Okay.
the 13th, November
November
13th.
13th will be the next episode. This will be our pretty much normal format going out throughout the year. These were like kind of like fun Halloween episodes that we do because it's Halloween season. But pretty much for normal part of the RNG Patch Notes podcast, we will be getting members from our community, and just talking to them, asking questions, and like, what do you like? What was your esports journey like? How did you get into the club? Just basically knowing people. And I think the next episode will be on one of our game leads, Mr. John or Infinite, our Call of Duty and Fortnite game lead. So, he's new to the club, so it's very good. Since I don't think a lot of people don't know him that well, so we're gonna be learning him on the spot in November 13th. So if you're interested, tap in. It'll be very fun. It'll be very, very fun.
You'll also get a lot of firsthand news from us
True.
coming next podcast. We didn't have any news for this week
Yeah, a lot of
as
stuff
of
got
right
canceled.
now. Yeah,
Unlucky.
but like trust, we'll make the quarry happen. Trust.
It'll happen on Brandon's life.
He gets struck
Agreed.
down right
Agreed.
now.
Yep. We need weekly streams though
I
for
accept
gaming
that.
stuff. You're right. You know why? That's why I'm putting together a team. But yeah, I think that is all. I think we can say thank you to our sponsors, Bisect Hosting, Central
Thank
Computers. Thank you.
you.
You guys are awesome. Very cool. You guys should use our code RNG Esports for Bisect Hosting and check out Central Computers. Their new work. They're kind of cool, kind of awesome. I got my stuff from there. Very, very awesome. Very cool people to work with as well. So yeah, if we all want to say our goodbyes before we end the stream, you all can.
All right. Yeah. Bye.
Bye,
It was
guys.
nice to be on again. See you
Yeah.
guys next time.
Yeah, see you guys next time. Thank you. Thank you for coming out. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.